my channel. My name's Shayla, if this is your first time here. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you the perfect red lip. I'm gonna call this like my New York chic type of look. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel very chic with this little bob on, and I feel like a black bob with a red lip is just like, it's a statement, and it just gives me New York vibes. And of course, I'm gonna use my brand new season 10 lipstick. Where you at, girl? Right here, which in my opinion is the perfect red. And I'm not just saying that because like I created the color and it's out today, finally. Not because of that at all. We're not gonna do a heavy eye in this video. It's really just about that statement lip. Well, I may do a little bit of a wing. I always say that. I'm always like, oh, we're not gonna do this. And then I end up doing like a full season 10 beat down, dramatic eye. No. Okay, I'm putting my foot down. We're not doing that in this video. We are really gonna just keep it simple with the eyes, maybe a little wing and lashes, you know, and a bold red lip. So without further ado, let's get started. You guys are so close right now. You're like in my soul. I'm gonna start with the Tatcha primer. This is the Silk Canvas primer. This primer is like 50 bucks. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, but like I still haven't even gone through one and I've been using it for months. So it does last a long time. And in my opinion, it's worth it. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Stick Foundation, and this is sad. This is like a sad day for me. Number 356. I'm like, I need to get another one. And this is like a little bit darker. Well, it kind of matches my tan actually. It's darker than my face, which I like, and it always looks better in pictures. So it's okay if your foundation is like a hair too dark. I prefer it that way. Dang, this is like really almost gone. Wow, I just look super cute right now, don't I? I'm just gonna blend out the foundation. I put this much on because I wanted good coverage, but if you don't want this much coverage, obviously just use less and then kind of add more in places you need more coverage. But I just like, really just lather her on. Yep, just blend it, lather, just soak in the foundation. I know it's a little dark. Don't be alarmed, it's fine. Next, I'm gonna conceal with NC44 Studio Fix Concealer. This is brand new. If you watched my last video, you know that this concealer runs light. This is 44 and it looks like it could be like 42, so keep that in mind. Put it all over. This is like really like concealing slash highlighting. All right, I'm just blending this out with the Elcie cosmetic sponge. It's huge right now because I just washed it, but typically I like to wash it the night before because it does expand so much, and I feel like I like it just like a little bit smaller, but it's cool. We gonna work with it. So today is the day. I'm really excited because my Colourpop X Shayla, it's Shayla X Colourpop actually, birthday lip bundle and bag come out today. And I don't know, it's just a really just light, fun little collab. And I know a lot of people were like, well, not a lot, but some people were like, oh my God, like I was expecting a full collection. I'm like, dang, like I literally just launched the Perception palette in my first Colourpop collab, so I didn't want to do like another full-on collection. I feel like that would be too much, which is why like a birthday bundle was like perfect. This concealer actually works well over another concealer, and you guys know that I like to do that a lot. I'll put one concealer on and then I'll layer it with another one, sometimes a lighter one, and I feel like this Studio Fix concealer works well as like the top layer of the concealer. All right, I'm gonna contour with NW50. See here, put this on my 5 head, right here, go a little bit higher. So typically like I contour down here, but like I've been going a little higher and it looks better. Okay, I'm gonna contour my nose in a second because this concealer dries quick. This red backdrop is cute, giving me a little life up in here. I'm also trying to like contour. I mean, when I say conceal and I'm doing my contour, you guys know I mean contour. It's kind of the same thing, but you know. So I'm trying to like contour in steps because like I will forget to blend something out. It has happened in like so many videos and I end up playing myself. So I'm like, okay, let me do little steps. So I did my cheeks, my 5 head. Now I'm gonna do my nose here. So look how I start kind of in the brow and then just follow that bone down. This is my Marc Jacobs conceal brush, and I like it because it has like a little slant. Any brush that's like slanted will do, and it just like hugs my nose. Like, look at that. Did I put a lot of contour on? Yeah, I did. Did I overdo it? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But this is why I like contouring first, because like you can't mess up your makeup really. So I'm just blending this up into the brow and a little bit like in the crease and down the side of the nose. And then I'm gonna go over the top. See how it's like that line? Just gonna go over the top here and make sure it looks nice and blended. I don't want like that harsh line. All right, now I'm gonna go back with NC44 and just put a little bit more on the side of my nose here to kind of emphasize the contour and the snatched effect that I love so much. So I'm just using the edge of the sponge and I'm kind of like sharpening the nose contour here. See that? I'm gonna put a little bit more on the center of my nose too. Ooh, it's coming together. It's coming. Okay, I'm not gonna add anymore. I'm just gonna put whatever's left on my sponge on my nose here. Yes, yeah. If you ever feel like these 2 stripes are like aggressive, like they're coming at you kind of quick, just go over it like this really lightly to kind of soften the contour. See that? Next, I'm going to use C6 Studio Fix with a flat brush. Like, look at this brush. It's pretty flat. And it's not too stiff, but it's also not too like loose, you know? So we're just going to kind of press and set the concealer. Anywhere you put the lighter concealer, I'm just gonna kind of set it. Okay, because she is gonna be photo ready. I love this technique. And I kind of just look to make sure it doesn't look shiny anymore, you know? Put a little bit on my nose here, chin. I also like to put some under my cheek. What brush is this? This is called the Smashbox Precise Blush Brush, but I don't use it for blush. There's like no rules with brushes. Like, I kind of just use them depending on the shape. Like, I use them how I want. I wish someone would tell me how to use a brush. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Buildable Cheek Brush. They got a lot of cheek brushes, okay? And NW50 Studio Fix Powder. And this is gonna kind of set my darker concealer and also work as a, almost like a bronzer because it is darker. Just use like a little bit of this. Anytime you put like a darker powder on, don't dig your brush into the powder, just like barely like blot it like this, because one day, like a couple days ago, I swirled it in because I wasn't thinking right, and I went bloop, and I had like a line of just darkness on my forehead. It took forever to blend that out, so yeah, start with just a little bit, gradually add more, and always start kind of like in areas that you want to be darker, just in case you do put too much powder on and you need to like fix it. You know what I'm saying? Fix it. All right, let's bake. I'm gonna bake with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is the original translucent, so it's like the lighter shade. And we're just gonna use a powder puff. This thing right here, this little puff is bomb AF. It's better than the sponge. Okay, and I'm just gonna press this on the side of my nose and under my eyes. Make sure you get like in the crease, because this is what's gonna prevent the creasing. Put on the nose. I'm gonna put a little bit under the cheek here. So when you do this, you can kind of connect it to the lip. See how there's like a line there? And I'm just pressing it. That's what the celebs do. I know, I look crazy. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so while I'm baking, I'm gonna fill in my brows. And I'm only gonna do one side because you guys know I can do the other one off camera. This is the Kat Von D, what color is this? Medium brown brow powder. It has like a little shimmer in it, which I really like, just because it kind of looks like natural. Just gonna fill in the brows here. I always start at the base of the brow and draw like a line like that. And then from that line, kind of brush the product up into the hair. If you don't have a lot of hair, you probably want to use like a pencil or even like a gel, but I like using a powder because it just has like a more natural effect to it. And don't worry about like the bottom, like if you make it too thick or whatever, because we're gonna get a concealer and just kind of like clean it up. Because I do feel like I made it a little thick. Oh, I look cute right now, don't I? All right, I'm gonna wipe off the bottom of this because I don't like to bake down here for too long. I'm just gonna go like this real quick, wipe it off, and I'll let this bake for a couple more seconds. I'm gonna use the same concealer that I used under my eyes to kind of clean up under my brows and kind of serve as an eyeshadow base. I just like using concealer. Like, it doesn't crease, it just works well for me. So that's what we gonna do. And a lot of times when I don't want to wear eyeshadow, I'll just like put concealer on with powder over it. And I'm just using the edge of the brush here to kind of clean up and sharpen under the brow. Ooh, I'm having a good brow day. Not too shabby. All right, let's wipe off the baking. So I'm gonna use the same brush I use with Studio Fix. And I'm actually gonna just dip into the Studio Fix and then brush it off. It's gonna look light at first, don't be alarmed. Oh, Studio Fix, get it. Here it is. Don't be alarmed. Trust me, I'm a professional. And you know what I'm also gonna do? This is a little trick that I learned from like every professional makeup artist. Whatever's left over on the little powder puff, which really isn't a lot, I'm just gonna kind of blot in areas that I feel like I want to be a little bit more matte. So like my forehead here, I'm just gonna blot it just a little bit. I know, don't be alarmed. It's gonna look a little bit like light until I set it with my setting spray. So it's cool, we cool. All right, I'm gonna use my Perception palette. This is a brand new one. The other one was starting to look a little like used, like really used. Plus I packed it, so I'm like, let me just get a little fresh Perception palette. We're gonna keep the eyes super simple, and I'm just gonna put Culture in the crease because I don't want it to be too orange. Like, I love Revenge. You guys, Revenge and Thick are like, that's my, those are like my girls right there, but I want it to be a little bit more neutral, so I'm just using a fluffy brush. Just gonna go back and forth in the crease, back and forth, and you can just add as much as you want. You could go a little bit darker also if you wanted. I just want like a lighter look. I feel like I always go dark in the crease, and the past few like tutorials I've been going kind of dark, so I'm like, let's keep it kind of light. Let's keep it fresh. You know what? I'm also gonna put a little bit on the lid, just kind of really dip into Culture, and then I'm just gonna like press it on the lid here. And then using a small, this is like a, I guess like a pencil brush, I'm gonna dip into Culture and smudge it under my lash line. Actually, I want this to be like a hair darker, so I'm gonna dip into Played Out right here, which is like the dark brown, and I'm just gonna put this like the outer corner of my eyes here. Like halfway, I would say, just go halfway under the lash line. Should we do a lighter color on the lid or not? Yes, let's do it. Why not? I just love this light, kind of like butternut color from the KKW palette. Actually, both of these are really nice. And they both work well as lid colors. What color is this? I think this is called Fade. So using the brush I use for my concealer, I'm just gonna like press Fade on the center of the lid here, just to give like a little bit of like a light accent. I wear Culture by itself like all the time, but this kind of just gives like a little bit of a pop. Dang, it's almost done. All right, I'm gonna line my eyes with the Inglot black eyeliner. This is like this and the Dose of Colors shade are like the darkest black and my favorite gel liners. Whenever I do a wing, I like to use a gel, not well, I'll use like a liquid, but like I feel like gel is just a little more comfortable for me. So start on the middle, okay, and then draw like a normal line, but I always start like the middle of the eye. And then we're gonna make it like a little bit thicker on the outside here. And then from, I guess, like the corner of your eye, draw a straight line out. And make sure it's kind of like angled up a little bit. And then connect the outside of the line to your liner. And then fill in a little triangle. All right, so before we set, and yes, I did my other eye off camera. Before we set the foundation, I'm gonna highlight and bronze. This is a Guerlain, you know, is this 07? Yeah, 07 bronzer. I can use 07 or, what is it? Yeah, 5. I'm just gonna add a little bit, just to like warm me up. You don't have to do this, but you know. I just like felt it. I needed it. Okay, so using my Zoeva 134 brush, I am gonna highlight with the Luminous Gold from Lancome. I haven't used this in a minute. I'm just gonna put a little bit up in here. My Colourpop highlighters have like been out of stock, so I was like, let me do something different. I'm gonna put a little bit like kind of on the top of my nose here, and then a little bit on the tip. So I'm almost gonna leave a little space right there. Ooh, a little bit on the lip here. And then I'm also gonna put some on my chin, just like a little bit. Let's set the makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna use the All Nighter spray from Urban Decay, and we're just gonna go in, okay? Go in. This really sets the powder into the skin. It gets rid of like any weird residue from baking. It's like the key. So the difference between this and Fix Plus, because I feel like these two are like favorites. The All Nighter spray for me dries a little bit more matte, and then the Fix Plus kind of leaves you with more of like a natural dewy look. So it just depends on like the look you want. I know I use both. The All Nighter spray is just like a little more matte, so if you have oily skin, you might want to try this one. Woo. While that dries, I'm going to use a Marc Jacobs Voluminous, what is this, Velvet Noir mascara. I'm like forgetting the name of everything today. I'm like, what is this? What's Voluminous? Oh, that's L'Oreal. No, this is Marc Jacobs mascara. I'm going to go up in there. I actually like the look of a red lip with just lashes too. Like that's a really nice little chic look where it's just like no shadow, just mascara, no liner. So at this moment, I usually decide if I want to add like more blush, more bronzer. There's nothing on the brush, just like, well, there's like leftovers on the brush. And I go through, like, do I want to look more snatched? Like, what do I want to do now? This is Pomegranate blush from Laura Mercier. I'm going to use the same brush I use for like my bronzer because it's like nice and fluffy and I like it. Just use whatever. Sometimes I'll use an angled brush. Just gonna use a little bit. So this blush is so pigmented, you guys. If you have it or if you get it, use just like a tiny, like, that might even be too much. Just barely like put it on there. And I'm putting it like at the highest part of my cheek. Can't tell if I have a lot of blush on or if the background's making me look like that, you know? Okay, so I haven't used these lashes to film, but these are called Rome, and they're a little bit smaller than the Lilly lashes in Miami. Because you know Miami, they're pretty like, bloop, like really out there, which I have like big eyes so I can handle, but I know a lot of you guys are like, it's too much. So the Rome lash, if I can pick it up, is just like, you guys can see it, it's just a little bit smaller and it's still winged out. I've used these, which is why there's a little crust on them. It's fine, just get the glue off. All right, so just put these on. Again, these are Rome, and I just use the tweezers to like really get it close to my lash line. See, a little softer? Is it lip time? Yes, yes it is. Okay, so I think I might use 2 lip liners. I'm gonna try the Ellery liner. It's a little bit darker, but I feel like it might work with season 10 lipstick. So let's line first. If it is too dark, I'll just add a lighter liner, no big deal. So I'm actually just gonna line the bottom with this because it is a little bit darker, which I don't mind, but I want you guys to see like season 10 at its like greatest by itself. So let me find a liner up in here. Where's my liner? Look at all my stuff's in my little bag here. Okay, so this is Vampira from Kat Von D. I'm also gonna go over this liner too. I'm gonna contour with Ellery just a little bit right here. So I'm kind of digging how these look together. This is cute. Ellery mixed with Vampira. All right, now for my season 10 lipstick, which is out right now. Let's see how this looks. This is a matte liquid lipstick, you guys. Like, come on. I actually like how it looks with the Ellery lip liner. Whenever you do a darker liner at the bottom and the corners, it just gives like a contoured effect. Ooh, she's cute. All right, guys, here is the finished look. I really hope you like my perfect red. This really is my perfect red. It's so bomb. So my whole Colourpop birthday lip bundle, okay, is available right now. Everything is on colourpop.com right now. And you know what? I thought that the Ellery liner was gonna be like a little bit too dark, but it looks bomb AF. Ooh, I just love this. I just love a black bob with a red lip. I just love black hair with a red lip, right? Am I right? Am I right? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the lipstick. Like, is it your perfect red? What do y'all think? What do you think? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And last but not least, strut and slay. It's totally fine. Totally fine. She is really cute and she is ready. Natural, yes. Oh shit. Almost dipped in the wrong color. Oh, you dig? Oh yeah, cute. Cute, cute, cute. What foundation we gonna use? Cute. Oh, this hair, get back in place. Because sometimes one will be higher than the other, so you're just molding it. Wake, 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 wake up. Wake that voice right up. There it is. That's what we doing. We're not gonna do a heavy